Hello everyone and happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's Lindsay here with another unboxing tonight. And for you today, I have a 5-pound Goodwill Bluebox Repurpose jewelry jar to open. I was hoping to do America's Thrift Supply today, but I definitely missed out on the last restock. But I'm definitely going to try to get one of these this Friday. I'm recording this video on Thursday, the Thursday before it's airing. So I'm really excited to open this though. I just ordered it. It just arrived today from Ohio. So I don't think my last couple of these have been great, but you never know what's going to be in there. I will be offering items for sale throughout the video. So if you do see anything you're interested in purchasing, please send me an email. For these longer form videos, I do need a timestamp. That's very important, along with the price. And if you're a new customer, I do need your mailing address as well so I can get you out a PayPal invoice. So I'm just going to move this aside. Before we open that, I do have just a couple other things I want to offer for sale. I do have this random pendant lot. No craft, it's all wearable, just an assortment of different pendants. There's some stone. This faux pearl one is marked Roman. So there's a lot of different little pendants for crafting or to wear, but all of them are in pretty good condition. So this whole lot will be $8 if anybody's interested in the little pendant lot. And then I do have a chain here. This is a Coro signed vintage necklace with the shepherd's closure. Really nice and lightweight. Beautiful detail on the twisted chain, and it's in excellent condition. We'll do $8 on that one as well. And then I do just have two little vintage brooches. First up, we have this round one with red rhinestones and clear rhinestones. And a little bit of wear, but in good condition, and I'll make sure all the pin backs are working. We'll do $4 on that one. And I have another gorgeous one here. Gold toned, does need a bit of a cleaning, but it's super pretty. I love the detail on the rose petals, and then there are some clear rhinestones on there as well. And I don't believe there was any markings on that one either. So we'll do $4 on that one too. So that's all I have for that. And then we'll go ahead and open the jewelry. I'm going to open it from the bottom, and then we'll get a first look at what's in here. I don't believe they put it in a bag, so it's just all dumped into the blue box. And these are pretty expensive. I believe they're, all in close to 60, I want to say. So I am seeing a lot of faux pearls and beads. This is pretty. Ooh. That looks pretty there. I think it's just costume though. So a lot of necklaces. We're probably going to have some tangles to work through, but there is a first look at everything. So I'm going to move that aside and we'll get out a handful and get started. And if there's sterling, I'll see how I'm going to handle that. If I'm going to test it at the end or insert the footage during, we'll just have to see if we get any. And if there's a lot of it, I might save it till the end. Sometimes it's hard to get the first handful out with the tangles, but we'll see how we did. I am still in the outdoor room. It's unseasonably warm here right now. So I think we have another week or so where we can enjoy it. And Phoenix is loving it out here. Just seeing the leaves and everything blow around. So he is out here. Hopefully he can stay. We'll see what kind of trouble he's going to be getting into. And we'll zoom in just a little bit here. And we have an earring. And first up is a necklace. I don't see any markings on it. It looks like some painted wood beads and some glass. And it seems to be in okay condition. Really pretty glass beads on that one. We'll do $3 on that if anybody is interested. Definitely would make a fun crafting piece, but beautiful colors. And we do have this pendant here with some kind of inlay. And there's no markings on that. I think it's just silver tone. Yep. We'll just do $1 on that one. And this is an interesting closure on this one. Very cool gold tone. I don't see any markings on this either, but it definitely looks like an older piece. And then you do have like some copper there. And it definitely needs a good cleaning throughout the beads. There is some verdigris. So on this one, I'm just going to put that into craft for $1. It does need some cleaning, but overall it's not in too bad a condition. So that will be in craft for $1. And these were really pretty beads that caught my eye. I think they are just plastic, but they look pretty. And we do have a functioning clasp. There's a little tarnish on those, but a beautiful green and a lot of texture throughout the beads. But I do think they're just an acrylic. They're pretty lightweight. We'll do $3 on that one as well. That is pretty. And this one might have a hang tag on it. So this clasp, I think that is an original for Monet, I want to say, that little claw clasp. And yes, this is a Monet sign necklace and really pretty white beads. And then it comes down into the gold beads down there. So that is really nice. It does need a little bit of a cleaning. Let's do $6 on that one. I love that clasp. I don't think I've ever gotten one of those before. So that's a good item. Always nice to get a sign piece. And we'll take a look at the earrings at the end. But usually in these boxes, you don't get very many matches, if any. But we'll definitely look at them all and make sure there's no sterling. So I think this is a double layer. It might be an anklet. It's definitely too short to be a necklace, but it looks pretty generously sized. It's got the 2 chains, like the twisted chain and then the wider links. So it looks to be in good condition. And that one is magnetic as well. We'll do $3 on that. That is a nice item. And then this was tangled in with the pearls. And I don't see any markings on the clasp there. And I think the clasp might be broken on this one. It's not pushing in all the way. These are just faux pearls, but in nice condition. We'll do $2 on that one just for the components, but I don't think the clasp is functioning. And we do have this little bracelet. It's got Disney princesses on it. That is really cute. And I think there is some wear on it, but it doesn't look to be too bad. The Disney princesses are marked Disney on the bottom. So that is adorable. And there is some wear also on the metal. Let me grab my bracelet mandrel and we'll get a size on that one. So that one's sitting in at a 7. And again, it does show wear, but it's a super cute piece. We'll do $3 on that one. And next up we have this necklace. This is Ralph Lauren. I do love Ralph Lauren pieces. Unfortunately, this one does show quite a bit of wear. Especially back here on the clasp, there's a lot of copper coming through, and a lot of like peeling along the beads. So I'm just going to put that one into craft for $1, unfortunately. Otherwise that would have been a really nice piece. And we do have another faux pearl necklace here with the spring ring clasp. And that one is functioning. They're just plastic pearls. We'll just do $1 on that one also. And we have this bracelet. It says, believe, never grow up, believe. And this says Finding Neverland on it. And there is kind of some bubbling on the outside. I don't know if that's intentional. And definitely a pliable cuff. So I'll look that up, but it might just be a saying from Peter Pan. I don't see any branding on it, but I'll see if I can find out anything on that, and I'll put a price on the screen. Other than that bubbling, it seems to be an okay shape. Earring. And we have a stretch bracelet here. The stretch isn't great on that one. I'm just going to put that into craft for $1. And then we have a little jump ring to something. And we have a really pretty beaded necklace here. Very silky beads. And then it does drop down into this Y. And it is red and like a purple color and white beads. Nice condition. We'll do $3 on that one. And it looks like this necklace is broken and quite a bit of wear on it. So that will be in craft for $1. We have this huge cross earring. That's in really nice shape. So if there's not a match, that would definitely make a good crafting item. And this says TOFW, I believe. And I guess it's just one necklace. Here is, okay, so it looks like the clasp is missing the attachment portion. And I'm not sure what that TOFW is. And none of this is magnetic. So I'm going to put that aside and look up that and make sure it's not any kind of sterling. And then if not, I'll just put it into craft, but I'll put that on the screen. I'm going to set that aside for now. And we do have the shell necklace, and this is marked NY. And it is just a long necklace. These are light colored wooden beads, and then it drops down into beautiful shells. And it looks like this one is in nice condition. We'll do $3 on the NY necklace. Earring. And these beads are just going to go into craft. Really cute with that rhino on it. All just plastic. That'll be $1. All right, and this, I don't know if it's coming apart, but it's got a really long fabric knot on there with a lot of extra fabric. And I'm not sure what the material is on these beads. I'm just going to put that into craft for $1 if anybody's interested in that. And we have this tassel earring, or something new with a tag, it looks like. We have one of these faux leather earrings. Earring. And we have another pearl necklace. These are faux. Seems to be in okay condition. These have a little bit more weight than the other one, but definitely just plastic. We'll do $2 on that one. And next up we have this bracelet that shows quite a bit of wear on it. It is a two-tone. And I don't believe there's any markings on that one. And it is magnetic. That'll be in craft for $1 on that. And we have this big earring. This is marked MN. I'm not sure what that would be, but it looks nice. So we'll see about that one. And this is gorgeous. I'm just trying to get it untangled. And that might be the piece that's new. So let's see if we can figure out what's going on with it. So there's a lot of little bits and bobbles dangling. So the tag just says made in China. It's silver tone. And then it's all just plastic beads and all these dangling stations to it. And then this really beautiful center pendant. And I think everything is present on it. It's really pretty. We'll do $3 on that one. But regardless, that center pendant would be awesome to do something else with. And we have this strand of plastic pearls. That'll be in craft for $1. And this is just like a broken chain. And that's magnetic. That'll be in craft. It's another stretch bracelet. That'll be in craft for $1. All right, and we have one of these illusion wire necklaces. And this one definitely is showing quite a bit of wear. And I don't see a maker's mark on that one. This is just going to go into craft for $1. Glad that wasn't more tangled because those necklaces can be tough to unravel. I think there's another one in here. So we'll see if we can get that out. We have a gold chain here. And the clasp is magnetic, but not the chain. I don't see any markings on that, so I'll just check that one over, make sure it's nothing, and put it into craft. If not, I'll put info on the screen about that. And definitely some smaller type pieces in this box, so we do have some tangles, unfortunately. There is an earring. We have this chain here that looks like it had a different clasp put on, but the chain's not magnetic, so I'm also going to check that one over and just make sure it's nothing that was part of this tangle here. So I just want to be careful that I don't miss anything. And this also looks like it was possibly broken with a replacement clasp. This one could be an anklet as well. We'll just do $1 on that one. It's got a mismatched clasp, but it could be an anklet possibly. And we do have this illusion wire necklace and then the silver tone chain that is tangled around it. I'm going to put both of those in craft for $1 if anybody wants that tangle. And we do have this. I'm going to put into craft. It came off of something. And then we have this little shark tooth necklace on a fabric cord. I'm just going to put that into craft for $1 also. So this is all shredded and we're actually missing a stone, unfortunately, on this gorgeous pendant. So that's going to go into craft for $1. And then we had this necklace here with this symbol, and it looks like there's quite a bit of copper coming through on the pendant. That is magnetic. That will just be in craft for $1. So that was our first handful. Let's go ahead and get a second handful. There's still a ton to go through, so there could be some other treasures that are hiding. And we do have this gorgeous seed bead necklace with the leather backing. And that is really pretty. It looks like it is broken, but nice beads on it. We'll just do $2 on that one. And that one will just go into craft for $1, the stretch bracelet. All right, finally got that out. This is a really pretty necklace. Beautiful fall tone beads. And it is on the longer side. I think they are all just acrylic, but it's really pretty. And it seems to be in good condition. There is the clasp and extender. We'll do $3 on that one. First kind of sellable piece in a little while. And we have these earrings here. We'll just do $1 on those. And another strand of faux pearl. We'll just do $1 on those ones. They're really lightweight. And we have these 3 necklaces here. There's a pink, a purple, and a red. The red one kind of feels like wood. And I'm not sure what the other ones are, but you could definitely wear those together. We'll just do $2 for all 3 of those, if anybody's interested in that. And we have this bracelet or anklet, and it's got a nice heart little rhinestone on it. There is a little loose ring back there, but it's not affecting any of the function of it. We'll just do $2 on that one. It is in good condition otherwise, and I really like the rhinestone heart on there. A ton of these just plastic pearls in this box. This one I think has a tag on it. Definitely vintage. It says Hong Kong on there. There is some discoloration on the clasp, but otherwise it's not too bad. And it just says Hong Kong, made in Hong Kong. We'll just do $2 on that one. And this is the necklace I saw when we were doing a first look. Really beautiful fall tones, green and like an amber color. And rhinestones, and I think everything's present on this. It does have a little bit of tarnish, but I think it's intentionally kind of distressed looking. And it is marked DB. I am not familiar with that, DB, what that would be. So I will try to look that up and put some info on the screen, but that is a gorgeous piece. We have this bracelet. It says Hannah on it. That'll be in craft for $1. And we have this kind of rosary piece. We'll just put that in craft also for $1, just plastic. All right, and next we have this necklace. And it looks like it is broken, and there's quite a bit of wear on this. So I'm going to put that into craft also for $1. I think this is just one necklace. It's a painted metal multi-layer, and it's got some ribbons on it and these pink beads. It's just a little bit twisted. But it's all connected there. We are showing a little paint loss on the metal, so that'll also be in craft for $1. And this definitely looks like it could be an anklet here with the little pearls. And those are faux. We'll just do $2 on that one. And we did have a Premier Designs piece here, but it's completely shredded. So that will go into craft. This is all kind of tangled around with an earring. So I'm going to put that into craft for $1, this little tangle here. Okay, this bit is a little bit of a mess, so I'm going to move that aside, and we'll go ahead and get another handful. And we probably can dump out the rest of the box. All right, so we have this acrylic kind of crystal thing that'll be in craft for $1. There we go. So really cute shell. And it seems to be in okay shape on this cord. We'll just do $1 on that one, but it is pretty. And that will just be in craft for $1. And this necklace definitely needs a little bit of a cleaning. I don't see any markings on it. And I'm not sure what that material is. They're kind of like a frosted clear. And just needs a good wipe down. We'll do $2 on that one. We have this bangle. Looks like there is a lot of wear on that on the inside and a bit of copper coming through on the outside. So that'll be in craft. And this is pretty, but the stretch is no good. But I think those are glass beads. And they have like a crinkle effect. That'll be in craft for $1. And next up we have this. This looks really short. So I don't know if it's a child's necklace or if it's missing something. Just acrylic. So on that one, we'll just do $1. I'm going to put it into craft since there's a lot of copper coming through on the chain, but really pretty pendants. Not sure what that is. This is broken off of something that'll be in craft. We have this wooden wide bracelet. We'll just put that into craft also for $1. And we have this from Rainbow. The stretch is actually good on it. It is pretty. We'll just do $2 on that one. All right, and next up we have this ring here, and it looks like this one is marked. Let me see if we can get a look at that. I believe this is Premier Designs, but I'm going to check it over and make sure. There's definitely some wear on it. So I do think it is just silver tone. And then it does have all of these clear stones on the top there. And I think they're all present. They do have a nice shimmer to them. And this ring is sitting in at a size 8. So I'm just going to check that one over and I'll put a price on the screen, but that's a good item. And we have this necklace here. There is some color loss. That one will just be in craft for $1. And then we have this chain here. I guess it's a bracelet. And a lot of gunk in there. It needs a good cleaning. And I think everything's present. It alternates every other with these little kind of floral pattern. And I assume that this is just magnetic. I'm just going to put that into craft. It does show a lot of wear on that. And we have this necklace here with this large pendant. There is a lot of wear on that. It needs a wipe down. And then really pretty stones on this one. I think they're a heavy acrylic. And it might be kind of new without tag. So overall, it's not bad. I think that pendant will improve a little bit with a wipe down. There might just be a little bit of scratching also, but really pretty beads. We'll do $3 on that one. And this is a gorgeous ring. That looks like a stone and a pearl. And this one is marked also. Let me take a look. Ooh, this one's Sarah Coventry. Lovely. So that might be a gold plated. It is gorgeous. I do have quite a few Sarah Coventry rings in my collection. Let me get a size on this one. That one is sitting in at a size 6. It is slightly a bypass style, so it can go smaller, but the maximum is a size 6. So I'm going to look that one up and I'll put a price on the screen, but that's a good item. So 2 kind of nice rings. But overall, this box has left a lot to be desired. We do have this little pendant here, and it does show wear. It says, "A mother's love is like a flower that blooms forever inside your heart." And this is from Lennox. We'll do $2 on that one. That is sweet. Earring. And then we have this necklace, a ton of copper coming through there on the jump rings. That will be in craft for $1. And this is a pretty mixed metal bracelet. And that's actually in really nice condition, and I do like the mixed metal on it. And I don't see any markings. And it's not magnetic. We'll just do $3 on that one. It's really pretty. And next up we have this owl pendant. He's got quite a bit of scratching on his belly there. And there is a lot of tone loss along the chain and wear. We'll do $2 on that one. It's really cute, but you know, he's got some scratching on the belly, but I would definitely replace the chain on that one. And we do have this bangle here, missing a stone. That'll be in craft. This one will be in craft too. There's a bunch of other ones that are tangled, so I'm going to put those all into craft once we get them out. And this is a pretty necklace. It's all tangled up, but they are just plastic seed beads. And then this pendant is actually in pretty good shape. Beautiful, like emerald green, and these are a teal color. So it needs to be untangled and wiped down a little bit, but it's really pretty. We'll do $2 on that. And then we do have this that broke off of something. We'll just do $1 on that one. It's an earring. This is a pretty necklace. I don't see any markings on it. But it does come down into that really nice pendant. I don't know if it's possibly missing something on the bottom there. And it is not magnetic along the chain. But I don't see any other markings on it. We'll just do $2 on that one because it looks like it could be missing something. But really pretty with the stone. And this will be in craft. And those two will be in craft. The pearl bracelet, this one does have a hang tag on it. Take a look at that. So this says 14K GE, so 14K gold electroplated. And then there is another, maybe a maker after that, but I'm not sure what that says. And I think these are just faux. It's a pretty bracelet and in very nice condition. That one is coming in at a 6 3/4. Let's do $5 on that one. And this broke off of that other necklace from earlier. That'll be in craft. And we do have an Alex and Ani style bracelet on that one. Love Life, it says. Best Friends. And it looks like there's quite a bit of wear on that one. We'll just put that into craft also for $1. And this will be in craft. And this also. I definitely think I'll be taking a loss on this box. But you never know what you're going to get in these. So it's still fun to go through. And we'll check that one over to make sure that's not a marking. I think it's just texture. Sometimes it's hard to tell. This is just on like a faux leather cord. And then it does come down into these little pendants, which are cute. Like little bears. This says EH on it. I'm not sure what that is. So I'm going to try to find that out and I'll put that on the screen. They definitely have a little bit of a sterling look. So I'll see if I can find out anything about that and check that out. I definitely don't want to pass over anything that could be good. Stretch is good on this one. We'll do $2 on the stretch bracelet, and I'll include this one if we can get it out. Earrings. And that one, I think we might have gotten another piece to this. I'm just put that into craft. It's starting to unravel. And we do have a brooch, missing a stone there. That'll be in craft for $1. And we do have this hair clip. Pretty little rhinestones on it. I don't see any markings. We'll just do $1 on that one. And this is a broken earring backer. That'll be in craft. Earrings. And then this is all we have left is this tangle. So I'm going to work on this and see if we can get out, see if we can get anything else out. And then I will do an update here in a second. So this I'll include with the other faux pearl stretch bracelet. So both of those for $2. So I still have this tangle here. We've got these bangles in it. There's this really pretty rose pendant on a necklace. This is an earring that we didn't get a match to. There's this kind of tassel pendant with a stone. And then this leaf. And then maybe another silver tone chain. So if anybody wants this tangle, we'll just do $3 on that. If anybody wants to play around with that, I will bag that up separately. I did get a few things out. There was this necklace that says "Pray for Us, Italy." And definitely some wear on that. A really silky chain. There is no clasp on this one. It just goes right over the head. And it is magnetic. So on that one, let's just do $1 on it. It's showing a lot of wear on the pendant. So I'm just going to put that into craft. This was magnetic. That'll go into craft. And then this will also just be in craft. And then this will be in craft also. Wooden beads. And we had this necklace. I believe all the stones are there. And that is on a silver tone chain. This one looks to be in pretty good condition. There is an extender. And I don't see any markings. It's magnetic. We'll do $3 on that one. And we did have this rhinestone necklace. This is broken. That will be in craft. And then this necklace had a really pretty pendant on it, kind of like a citrine color. And there are no markings on that one. And it is magnetic. We'll do $2 on that one. And then this one, see if it's maybe a double layer pendant. Yeah, this one is a double layer necklace, really dainty, but it seems to be in good shape. We'll do $2 on that one. And then the pendant came off, so I will put that back on. And I believe this was magnetic, so. Hello, Phoenix. All right, so that one seems to be in pretty good condition. It's a pretty cross, and that is magnetic. Okay, you can't be up here. It's really dirty. Get down from there. So we'll do the pendant just came off of that. So if anybody wants it, you'll just probably need to close up the jump ring. So we'll do $2 on that. I'm just going to bag it so we can keep it together. And then the last order of business will be to go through these earrings. I don't believe we had any matches just that stood out. This was a cool piece. We'll do $1 on that one if anybody wants to craft with this huge cross. And these faux leather ones I'm going to put into craft along with the tassels. So all of these I'm just going to move into craft. So this was definitely a really rough box. I wish I had a better one for you guys tonight. I know it's much more exciting when there's, you know, really awesome treasures in these, but it's good to get these once in a while too, so you can see that they are a risk. There is a pretty big investment involved in ordering these boxes, so definitely a gamble, and this one certainly came up short. There were some nice crafting pieces and some wearable, but overall pretty disappointing. Hopefully my next one will be a little bit better. I'm definitely planning to share an America's Thrift Supply one very soon. I'm hoping I can grab one on Friday. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you hanging out, and make sure you give the video a thumbs up, even if you didn't like the box. And I will see you back soon on my next video. I hope you have a great week.